everyone, welcome back to Coffee with Cullotta. Good news, I have some footage today to show you of Frank. Unfortunately, he's not feeling well enough yet to still video. Perhaps though tomorrow, August 15th at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, when we go live, we'll have Frank on. So tune in tomorrow, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm going to show you a little bit of footage from a project that Frank and I started putting together 3 years ago. We filmed the entire thing, and then we couldn't decide how we were going to edit it, how we were going to present it. And it turns out, long before we thought up the YouTube channel, it was basically what we're doing now. So this is what you're going to see is him 3 years ago. First, I'm going to show you the trailer, what we put together. We were going to release it Valentine's Day 2018, and it got put on the back burner with other projects that we had going on. But now we have some time, and I'm finishing it up. It's going to be on the website, frankcullotta.com, as well as the script, which I saw the website the other day. It's almost finished. Hopefully you guys will be able to download those script covers in the next few days. So check out this video.
My name is Frank Cullotta. I am the last living gangster in Las Vegas. $360,000 armed robbery that I committed and got away with. So I put 6 bullets into his head. And he ran. I looked at the gun like, did I miss this guy? I knew it was pressed against his head. He was scared. I don't blame him. I met him in Stateville Penitentiary. And once a week he would kill an inmate. We just put him in a bag, and nobody ever said anything about it. It was just another guy who committed suicide. I was a product of my environment. I didn't know any better.
Before I show you this video, I want to explain something. In the trailer, it was called The Las Vegas Mobster. On the clacker board, you're going to see it says Frank Cullotta, No Holes Barred. That was the working title for it. And the video that you're going to see is just a little bit of some footage that we shot for the Vegas Mob Tour. So when we would be at Bertha's jewelry store, he could explain why he rolled, what caused him to roll. So you're going to get that story today. And then a little bit of his childhood. We're going to leave part of that in so you get a little taste of what the the finished video is going to have in it. So here we go. Enjoy. And remember, 2 p.m. tomorrow, Pacific Standard Time. We'll see you then.
Cullotta, Cullotta, grab your favorite brew. Ask a question, he'll answer it for you. The Mafia, the Mafia, the Mafia, the Mafia. You better hit prescribe if you know what's good for you. Drinking a cup of coffee with Frank Cullotta. He'll tell you a lot. He's Frank Cullotta.
You ready?
Yes, sir. Yep.
There's a reason why I rolled. Rolled means that I became a government witness. I was never an informant. There's a big difference between being an informant and a government witness. And the reason why I rolled was Charlie Parson. He was in charge, second in charge of Las Vegas FBI. While I was locked up in Clark County Jail, he approached me and told me that there was a contract out of my life. I immediately told him to get the fuck out of the cell. I didn't want to talk to him because I know the way the FBI and law enforcement work. So he stopped by the door and he said, listen, he says, if I could prove to you, show you something, would you consider rolling? I said, it'd have to be really good, Charlie. He was back within 30 seconds. He came into the room with another 2 more agents. They set 2 machines down, one in front of me and one in front of the other agent. They were old style machines considering today's technology. They were reel to reel, and he put transcripts down. He said, tell me if you could identify these voices. So I heard the voices, and he stopped the recorder. Of course, I had the ear things on my ears. And he says, who are they? I says, I'm not going to tell you anything till I hear the whole tape. He was good with that. So I listened to the whole tape. I knew who the voices were. The guy in the voice first was Joe Lombardo out of Chicago, Illinois. He was acting boss of the Chicago outfit. The second voice was Tony Splaccio. He was the acting boss of Las Vegas, Nevada, who was my childhood friend, and I was his underboss. And in that conversation, I heard Joe Lombardo telling Tony, "What the hell is going on out there?" And Tony says back to him, "I can't control that guy. The guy's a raving maniac." And he says, "Well, who's popping people?" He says, "Same guy. He's nuts. I'm scared of him." He says, "Then you know what you got to do." He said, "Get him out and clean your dirty laundry." Well, I put the earphones down off my head, and I looked at Parson, and he said, "Well, what do you want to do?" I said, "I can't talk to you right now." I said, "I need to go back to my cell. I have to think about this." So I left, and I went back. They brought me back to my cell, and I'm going to tell you, I had tears in my eyes because I grew up with this guy. And for my best friend to put a contract out on me was heartbreaking. You got to understand something. In my lifetime, I've had many, many friends, and I could tell you at least 39 of them were my friends that were all murdered by the Chicago outfit, and I wasn't looking to be number 40. So the following day, I contacted Charlie Parsons through the FBI office, of course. Clark County Jail's got phones. You could call anybody you want. I called him. He was down there again, quick. They immediately took me out of the cell and put me into another cell and told me that they would be talking to me later on that day.
Okay, that's good. All right. Okay, so we have those now. You want some more tea here?
Yeah.
How about some air?
Need to plug it in.
I'll turn it on. No? Okay, so here's what I want to do. How much time do we have, Richard?
No.
15 minutes left.
That come out all right?
It came out perfect.
Yeah.
I'll be able to work with that, no problem.
Adam, do you have a favor because you're taller?
Yeah.
Can you look down there?
I'll ask Star, did you like that?
Right here,
Did you like that?
One bar.
1 bar, so we got maybe 10 minutes on this, then I gotta switch
10 minutes?
What?
Okay. All right, we got 10 minutes on.
Oh,
All right.
on the 1 camera.
Okay, so what I want to start with then is growing up.
okay,
Okay, when you were a kid,
yeah,
what was it
I know
like
how to
in
do
a
it.
lot of households?
I know what to do,
Got it?
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, are we ready?
Good, yeah, bring your head back a little this way, yeah, that's incredible.
Okay, hold on. Okay,
Good?
ready?
When I was 8 years old, my father was killed in an automobile accident. The police were chasing him, and this is how he got killed. I didn't know that at that time that my father was a criminal. I can't tell you that. I know for sure that he wasn't a gangster because I found that out later. He was a thief, a common crook. I loved my father. My father was a great provider to my mother, but he was also very abusive, mentally abusive. He never struck her. But I got to tell you something. I remember them days so well that I never done what my father done. It taught me a lesson, actually. I admired my father. The day he was killed in that accident, I was waiting for him with my mother and my sister. My mother was 9 months pregnant with my brother to come home, and then we were going to go visit some cousins. He didn't come home, so my mother told me I had to go to bed, and she was nervous. She was walking the floor. She was making phone calls. The next day I woke up and I seen all these people in the house. And my mother pulled me to the side and she was sitting in a chair, and she told me, like, how could she tell a kid 8 years old that you just lost your father? So she gave me that story, well, your father's in heaven, he won't be back, and he still loves you. Well, I didn't comprehend that, I didn't know what the hell she was. I knew he wasn't going to come back in the tone of her voice, but I couldn't comprehend that he was dead. And as the years went on in my life, I used to hear my cousins, I used to hear his friends talk about what a great man my father was, what a great criminal he was, how tough he was, and how ruthless he was. And you hear these stories through your life, so I actually was brainwashed because I wanted to be just like my father. Now, my mother never talked bad about my father, never said he was a criminal. So I could honestly tell you my mother tried her best to make me a good kid.
Thanks again for watching. Be sure to subscribe, hit the like button, hit the share button, and hit the little bell so you guys get notifications when we put up videos.